Project Zomboid, the main threat to you is usually the zombies. There's thousands of them. Their sole purpose is to kill you and they will never stop coming. But what if you had to worry about something other than the zombies? What if the threat was watching your every movement, determining the perfect moment to try and take you out? And that's basically the idea of the type of server I'd be playing on today. A Project Zomboid PVP server, where you can still die to zombies, but also get killed, raided, looted, robbed, kidnapped, etc. by the other players on this server. So I'd be spending 50 real-life hours over the next week on this server. And let me tell you, it got a whole lot crazier than I'd ever imagined. But before we get to that, we had to start at the beginning, with me joining a Project Zomboid PvP server called Nexus Gaming. Now, Project Zomboid is not really a game known for its PvP aspect, so this was basically the only server that I could find. But with 40 other players on the server, I needed some ways to protect myself. So I came up with a set of goals for me to complete while I was in the town of Rosewood that I started in. And my first goal was to get a gun, because it gave me my best chance to survive against other players. And my second goal was to get a kill, because I've never really fought anyone in Zomboid before. So if I can get some practice before I have anything valuable on me, it'd go a long way. And my third and last goal was to get a car, because while Rosewood is a great town to start in, it doesn't really have much to loot other than a few good stores. So a car would give me a way to get out of here. With a relatively solid plan, I made my way towards the police station, clearing any zombies in the way. When I got to the police station, I made my way inside to loot the armory, and there wasn't really anything valuable left in here. I mean, this server had wiped 2.5 weeks ago, but loot did respawn every 6 real-life hours. But without anything in here, I could probably guess who looted this police station already this loot cycle. So I had to cross off getting a gun off my goal list for now, and went back into the neighborhood looking for a working car. And after I already found a gas can, I just siphoned some gas from one car I found and put some in this van. Now I had a way to get around the map, but I wouldn't get too far before I found something a bit familiar. This van belonged to the duo from before. If their loot was here, I could try and find a gun, but I was still outnumbered, so I tried to be as careful as I could. No. No, fuck off. Fucking sprinters, dude. After checking out some of the cabinets, it turned out their loot was here, but if only I'd known that I wasn't alone. No. No! One of them was already dead, but I decided to run away and heal because I didn't expect to fight 2 of them at once. But I did already grab a gun from one of the storage containers. So before the dead one came back, I loaded up the gun and went back in for more. God, dude. After getting jump scared by that zombie, I found no one else in the building. So I took a look at the chat and saw that the dude had just combat logged off in the middle of the fight. So I took this opportunity to look around. But while I was doing so, he had logged back into the server. Yes! And without even taking a hit, he was dead. But as I got to looting, there was one thing that I didn't realize. On this server, after you die, you can respawn in any town that you choose. And these guys most likely spawned back in the town of Rosewood that I was in. Now, the spawns are usually random, which would buy me enough time to get out of here before they found their way to my location. But without me realizing that, I was standing here clueless of what was about to come. No! Fucking die! Yes! Yes. Now with both of them dead again, I looted as much as I could, taking all their guns, ammo, and any other essentials I'd need later on. And I got out of there, heading west on this road until I found some sort of town. But I didn't find a town. I found a city, and it was called Raven Creek. Now, heading into a city without being properly prepared is a pretty bad idea, but I had just taken on 2 players at once, completed all my goals, and I was ready for anything. Or so I thought. Because cities are known for their dense population, and driving a loud car would attract a lot of attention. No. Oh my god. Fucking sprinters, dude. After barely surviving that, I drove my van down the road and found a gun store. And this gun store wasn't looted yet, which meant it was full of guns and ammo, more than I'd ever need. And in this gun store is where I discovered the shop function of the server, where you can buy and sell items such as guns, ammo, the zombie virus cure, and Pokemon cards for some reason. But using this shop, I could sell all the guns I didn't have ammo for or just wouldn't need, and make this a worthwhile life even if I ended up dying. So I listed my best items, packed the rest of the guns in the van, and drove to the center of the city, where I might have ended up getting overrun and died. No, get off! But as I said, I had 10 guns safe in the shop system, which I could redeem whenever I wanted to. So for this next life, I decided to go somewhere with a whole lot more loot and a whole lot more players. The city of Louisville. Now, I've been playing for a few hours at this point, and it was getting pretty lonely. So I spawned into the city, got a few of the basics and a working car, and asked in the chat if anyone would like to meet. And somebody named Brother agreed. So I went to meet at the spot in the city that I knew the best. Hello?
What's up, man?
Wait, where are you? How far are you out from the entrance?
I'm here. I'm just keeping a low profile.
Are you like hiding in a bush right now, dude? I'm not here to ambush anybody. I'm just here to like talk and just see what somebody else on this in this city's doing, dude. Like I'm lonely out here.
Yeah, same. How long you been here?
I mean, I just got here today. I'm checking out the city. There's no one here. It's all dead. Just all zombies.
I saw you killing a bunch of people earlier. What do you mean?
Well, no, that was down in, where was it? Rosewood. There was a duo who was kind of annoying. I don't know. I just wanted to experience the PvP a little bit, but that got boring pretty quickly. So I'm just, you know, walking around Louisville, checking it out. So you not want to come out here? I mean, I have a gun. I could drop it.
Well, that's always a hard thing to negotiate.
I'm fine with, like, I don't know, just covered face to face. I don't really have anything to lose.
All right. I'm coming out. I don't have a gun.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
So how long have you been, like, roaming around Louisville?
I've just been on this server a couple days, but I've been in Louisville just today, really.
Damn. I mean, is anyone, like, hostile out here? I don't really know, like, what the deal is, because this is like a PvP server, right? So, I mean, everyone seems a little aggressive.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why I didn't want to come out. I'm trying not to get my shit rocked.
I mean, have you died out here? It doesn't, like, I mean, it's kind of like,
oh yeah,
look at this mall, dude. It's a dead. Like, there's no zombies, no people.
Well, shit, it's like 3 in the morning right now, right?
I mean, yeah, but there are people online. There's people, like, in chat. There's people, like, here somewhere.
I mean, obviously the map is fucking huge, but some nights are crazier than others.
Damn.
Some of those guys are real, like, raiders, like that guy Viper and Strudel. They're on all the time and they'll come kill your ass.
Now, Brother had just mentioned 2 names, Viper and Strudel. He went on to explain how these 2 are a part of the Colt clan, which did have another member that I'd meet later on. But checking the server's battle metrics, Viper had the most hours played on the server and the most zombie kills. Strudel had pretty similar stats, but all this isn't really important right now. All you have to remember is that this clan was dangerous and would be a huge part of the story later on. But for now, I had to ask Brother a question. But I was gonna ask, like, I don't know, are you looking for someone to team up with for a little bit? I don't need to, like, team with you forever, but I'm kind of bored.
Yeah, sure, we can make a faction right now.
Now that we were going to be a part of the same faction, he brought me out of the mall and I followed him to his base.
So this this is a really shitty building that not many people are going to want to loot. That's why I'm based up in here. If you leave cars in this parking lot, or you kill zombies that walk close to it, it'll give people clues to know that we're here. If there's just like 40 zombies dead out front, somebody's going to be like, yeah, somebody obviously is hiding. This is my secret rope. Press E.
Bro.
Yeah, so I destroyed the staircase that was right here. So this is just a hole right now. I need to get some planks and floor it up, but nobody can see this. This is completely hidden. I'm gonna build like all kinds of crates up here for storage, and then this floor, once I get more planks, I'm just gonna build a whole second floor.
And you can't see it. Can see. Yeah, you can't see from down there.
No, yeah.
Damn.
But later, when we like are leveled up, all our shit, this is just like a beginning base. Once we get all our shit leveled up, we could build an even cooler base. It's just a matter of like hoarding skills and hoarding all your equipment.
After I dropped all the items I had on me, brother had to log off for the night. So for the rest of day one, I made it my mission to try and impress him and gather as much as I could, getting him the equipment that he wanted to move into the upgraded base, and paying him back for trusting me and letting me move into his home. And so I made my way to any local spot that I could find to loot. I looted a library for some books, convenience store for some food, and a gun store for whatever was left in there. But the real loot would be in the mall, because loot respawned every 6 real-life hours. So I waited for it to respawn. And when I did and headed over there was already a guy with a gun in the garage, and he easily killed me because I had a crossbow. But when I came back, he had left his truck and trailer in the garage, so I looted as much as I could and got out of there. And since the mall wasn't really safe anymore, I headed back to Chops and Trees to finish that second floor of our base, just like brother had wanted. Yo, brother, are you here?
What's up, man?
You see all the stuff I got?
Yeah, I saw it. I sent you a message on Discord. I think I found you on there.
Brother had sent me a message on Discord, and he had said that the admins wanted us to move our base. They didn't tell him why, but the building we had to move to was here, literally right next door. Now, this wouldn't be the first time the admins involved themselves when they shouldn't have. But regardless, we now had a new place to live. So I brought as many items as I could from all of our storage containers, even the ones from the new second floor that I might have wasted my time building. And I brought all these items to the new base. But in the middle of one of these trips, something didn't sound right outside. That was just a Factor delivery, the sponsor of today's video. Are you ever stuck in your house hungry but can't go outside because of the massive horde out there? Well, Factor has all you gamers covered because you can heat and eat a chef quality meal in just 2 minutes, giving you time to get back to the more important things in life. The meals also come pre-prepared, meaning having a cooking level of 0 is no problem. And since there's no prep, there's no mess left over afterwards. This is personally great for me because the zombies already make a big enough mess around my house. Factor is also flexible and fits your lifestyle, with meal preference options like Calorie Smart, Vegan, and Vegetarian. And with meal plans ranging from 4 to 18 meals per week, you can choose exactly how many meals you like to eat. And let's be real, facing the apocalypse on an empty stomach isn't really the best idea. So fuel up with nutritious, dietitian-approved ingredients before you decide to go take on your next horde. Use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code POGHARVESTNOV50 for 50% off your first box. Click the link in the description or just scan the QR code with your phone. And thank you, Factor, so much for sponsoring the video. Getting back to moving the items to our new base, we didn't really have many places to store it all. And when I went to the mall to get some tools to craft some new storage containers, there was already a group there. Wait, brother, you here?
Yeah.
I killed 2 of them, dude. They're all dead.
Oh, what the hell did you kill him with?
I got a bow. I was just shooting him constantly, and then I killed the other one with an axe.
Absolute savage.
With the duo dead, I looted them and any tools I needed from the hardware store. I then spent the next 2 hours picking up storage containers from a nearby construction yard, giving us more than enough space in our new base. But I had collected a lot of stuff last night, much more than I showed before, meaning that I was doing a lot of trips back and forth. And in the middle of one of these trips, I heard something suspicious outside. And that was HarvestZ, the same person from the Cult Clan Brother had previously warned me about. Now, fighting him here was a big problem because it was literally right outside our base. And if he found our base and attacked us, we wouldn't really have enough guns or ammo to properly fight a fully armored challenger like he had. So that meant that we needed to stock up on the most powerful guns and ammo that we could find. And when you're on a PvP server, the best way you can do that is base hunting, or going around to look for secret bases like ours and borrowing their stuff. Now, Brother had been playing on this server for a few months now, and by doing so had some pretty useful information. And that information was that there was a field of cars here, the same one where he stole this red armored challenger from. And if there's a field of rare cars out there, there's probably a base nearby, but he wasn't able to find the base when he was out there. So that's where we'd head to, scouting around that location to hopefully get some guns. But there was also a military base on the way, so we'd stop at both locations to maximize the efficiency of this trip. So we started to make our way through the city, past a military checkpoint and into a random forest where Brother had said the military base was located. After searching for a bit, we had found it, and it was filled to the brim with guns. I mean, that's what you would expect from looting a military base, but I didn't expect it to have this much. But regardless, we loaded up our car and made our way towards the field. And after Brother hit a few too many trees, we needed a new car. And along the way is where we found this truck that wasn't in the best condition, but it could hold a lot of items. So we took it the rest of the way and stopped in the field that Brother had found the car in before. And after some looking, we found what we were looking for. Not only was this a safe house, but a safe house with the same green car that HarvestZ was driving before. And if this was one of his bases, this was a dangerous spot to be in. So we had to move quickly. I started by looting the downstairs, which had dozens of guns in it. But this was only the start, because upstairs was the mother load. It contained more guns than I've ever seen in one place, and I wanted all of them. So we loaded up this Jeep and trailer and got out of there as fast as we could, beelining it back home. With all the loot safely in our base, we stored it upstairs, and I started what would be known as the gun floor. Not only a representation of our wealth, but also a place for us to store our weapons because we were running out of space in our base. But now, since we had all these guns, we were ready for any attack Viper could set on us in retaliation for raiding one of his bases. But after looking back on the footage, this wasn't his base. The cars outside were inspectable, and while I couldn't inspect the green Challenger, this truck was owned by someone who wasn't in the Cult Clan, so Viper was still out there, and we needed more defenses. But Brother was already having issues with one of the code lock doors because the plugin wasn't working right. So the owner came on and asked me about it.
What doors Brother having issues with?
Oh my god, you fucking scary. Are you an admin?
Yep.
There's this door right here. He was asking if it's locked. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because the owner is also an active player on the server, and his name is Torstein. While I don't blame him for playing on the server that he's paying to create, I do admit it weirded me out at the time that he was in a clan that actively raids other groups on the server and also knew the location of every group on the server. There was another admin who was a part of the staff team that we'll meet later, but just keep this fact in mind for now. But after we finished fixing up the codes, I headed to bed, leading us to day 3. Hello? How do I get down?
I'll show you. So check this out. Look out, there's a hole in the floor right here.
I can't see it.
And you can use this.
Oh, Jesus. These codes are so long. Oh, I can just...
You don't know that song?
Oh, bro, I didn't say it out loud. Yeah. After putting all my codes in, we decided to try out some of the new guns we got from the safe house that we found. So we made our way to the mall, and as usual, it wasn't empty. Fuck. Yo. We did it.
I saw him in his car. I fucking put my reticle over him. I shot through the back. I don't know if I hit him though. He got out and ran.
Oh, so is this one right? There's not another one that's about to come up on us?
That's a good question.
Up, inside, in the alley. After some time, the dude who shot at us had left the mall, but that does not mean it was safe, because someone familiar came by, and all they were looking for was action. This was HarvestZ with the same green challenger that he had before. Now, we could try and ambush them, waiting until they enter the mall to give it our best shot at taking them out, or try and work out some sort of deal, so they stop terrorizing us and others on the server like they did to me and these few people who they killed in chat earlier. And my decision was to take my chance at peace. Yo, Orma? Are you here?
Hello?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
I'm just here to talk, dude. I know. Are you friends with Viper?
I mean, if you tell me if there's anyone else with you right now, then I could tell you if I am or not.
Listen, okay, I have brother. He's on my team, okay? He's here.
Hi, brother. How you doing?
Doing good.
Oh,
What city you guys live in?
We live in the countryside. Okay, you gotta have that rushing water.
What are you guys doing? I'm just curious, like, what's
Well, we just jumped a dude called Walter White and Gnome, so they were new players, so I mean, like, it wasn't really too much of a big deal.
The guy that's talking is Orma, the third piece of the Cult Clan trio who I've been waiting to meet, and he didn't seem like the friendliest type.
I really want to ask the question, why was there a dead body out there from the player?
Listen, okay, they shot at us, okay?
It really only looked like there was one person that shot at him.
You examine the bullet casings on the ground?
Bullet casing over there, and he didn't have no guns on him.
Well, yeah, we took the guns, but I don't know. I mean, like, I just want to, like, you know, talk to you, dude. Like, because you and Viper, I mean, I just know Viper yesterday. He was running around. He killed me yesterday. I just want, like, some, like, peace, possibly. Like, not all this violence, not all this destruction and gunshots and everything.
Gunshots are pretty fun, though. Yeah, I like them.
Alright. I don't know. I mean, there's a different way of going about this, Orma. But...
I mean, I didn't say we're gonna shoot you. I mean, you never said that.
Alright. Well.
Orma's the first person that killed me when I started this game.
Damn.
I mean, ain't nothing you can do about it too much.
Since he was getting pretty suspicious, we decided to leave the mall. After getting out of there as fast as we could, we headed to some local stores to loot. And that's when they started taunting us in our messages. Now, I don't blame them for acting like this because this is a PvP server after all. But acting this way is what drives new players away from staying on the server. And this is when Brother and I decided to try and do one of the hardest things we could do for the sake of all the new players on this server. Find and raid the Cult Clan's base. Now, if you don't know, this map is basically the size of real-life Kentucky, so finding them would not be too easy, but doing some math could help us out. We have seen Viper and others in all these locations so far, and doing the math based on their fight response time, if they're going about 60 miles an hour, we have this radius, which is still massive, but at least it's a start. But even if we did find them, Viper sent this in the server Discord, meaning that he had an inherent advantage in any fight against us, because he just land more shots. This was something that we'd have to work on after we did this search. So Brother and I split up, searching the forest because of something Orma said earlier.
We live in the countryside. Yeah, you gotta have that rushing water.
And we were off, trying to both make our ways through this forest to find something that's hiding out here. And it wouldn't be too long until I found something that gave me some sort of hope. What is that? Well, this wasn't really a base. It was a start because I knew people are out here. So I kept on making my way through the forest. And after a while, I found out the hard way that forcing my car through the forest doesn't really make sense because Viper would have to have some sort of distinct path to get his green challenger in and out. And with my car pretty much stuck in here, I decided to go on foot, looking for anything that I could find. And I found this, which seemed like the end of the world at the time, but there was much more out there. And it'd only be a matter of time before I figured that out. But at the time, I did not know that, so I headed back to find the car. And after spending 15 minutes finding it, I went back to this path to look around one more time. Bro, Now, this base was here, about 50 feet off the path, meaning that I basically have wasted the past 40 minutes looking for bases in this location when I could have just looked past this clearing. But it was time to see if all that searching was worth it. Oh my god. And based off the first few crates, it definitely was. This place was absolutely loaded with everything we'd need. Guns, ammo, armor, materials, supplies, even VHS tapes to help me level up my skills. It was all here. I thought this might be the Cult Clan, but on the server they had the skill journal mod enabled, and people usually leave them in their base to regain their skills if they die. And none of the names on those journals match the members of the Cult Clan. But that doesn't mean these people weren't online. So I grabbed as much as I could, loaded up one of their trucks and trailers, and got out of there. And with all this loot, we needed some more space to store it all. So we upgraded some storage containers, added a generator and some lights to our base, and also committed to upgrading our important skills like aiming and reloading, because we knew a fight between us and the Cult Clan was bound to happen again. So leveling up these skills would just level the playing field between us. But that was a mission for tomorrow, because while I haven't shown too much from this day, searching around this massive forest and organizing all the stuff in our base took a lot of time. Before we could log off though, something wasn't right in our base. Bro, what is that? Are you trolling me, dude?
I'm walking.
There's a thing playing meow in my ears.
I do not hear that.
They're just so loud. Okay, now it's... Oh my fucking god, come in here. Come in here. What the fuck?
Dude.
That was so loud. This is Fukuna, the head admin of the staff team and another active player on the server. As I said before, them knowing our somewhat secret base locations and being a part of clans that actively raid other bases on this server just didn't feel right to me. But for now, just keep both of them in mind. It wouldn't be too long until I met both of them again on not so friendly terms. But with the noise finally fixed, I hid the vehicles that we had in the nearby storage yard and went to sleep. Hello? When I got online, brother had his friend called Nail join us, and they had made a few upgrades to the base.
Hey, did you see the hole I added in the floor?
Oh, no. Where?
Follow me. Don't fall into this hole or you'll have to beat the wall down.
I feel like this is more of a
It's
trap for
literally
us.
right here. Yeah, it really is. I should probably get rid of it. But
Oh, shit. So you have to go this way?
yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, fuck.
What happened?
You know what happened, dude.
You got bit?
No, I'm in the fucking hole. After getting out of that, the focus for today was to level up my skills to somewhat match those of Viper, so any fight between us would kind of be fair, but that process is pretty boring, just taking a lot of time to grind out each skill. So skipping past that, the one thing that we did do / find on day 4 is this.
This is new.
Interesting. This was somebody's base, and it used the same mechanic that brother had used on our first base, a sheet rope that you'd pull up when you got off. And it seemed like they had already picked theirs up, so the only way to get in was to build up from the side since this building was already safe zone, which meant that you couldn't build any structures inside the building. So we tried to do so, building some stairs on the side of their zone. And while in Zomboid you can't jump gaps like these, for some reason the safe house radius just let us build floors.
Oh my god, it worked.
Yes, go. And we were in. Now, we had already had a ton of loot from both the bases that we looted, but with these guys so close to us, we decided to take most of their weapons so they wouldn't be much of a problem in the future. Talking about problems, the Cult Clan was still one of them, and we decided to meet with Vagrant, one of the solos on the server who had been attacked by the Cult Clan in the past, to talk about some plans we had for Viper and his group. What's up?
Who is that? Is that Vagrant? What's up, dude?
Here, yeah, he doesn't have a mic. Here, come. I mean, this is not really the best place to talk. Here, we got a little table here, okay? There's somebody on the server. I've seen you die to, seen myself die to. He's been terrorizing all of us. You know who that is? Yep, exactly, dude, exactly. I'm asking you, are you interested in getting back at them? Are you interested in trying to take them out, trying to get rid of their green Mustang and do something good for the server? Because they are sweating on a semi-casual server. I don't have any hours in this game. They killed me Didn't even talk to me, dude.
Starting an alliance.
Without much convincing, Vagrant was on board with the plan, giving us confidence that this plan would do the server justice, fueling us to grind our skills for the rest of day 4, just in case we'd ever need to get into a gunfight with the Cult Clan again in the future. Now, I had begun day 5 as a solo, and checking the server's battle metrics, the Cult Clan was online. So I went to the one place in Louisville that I thought they'd be, the place that connects the city to the rest of the map. What the fuck? Oh my god. And of course, that was Strudel, member of the Cult Clan. After dying like this, I made sure to stay in the death screen and see where he went. And he went this way, which isn't guaranteed the direction of his base, but I mean, we didn't have really much else to go on, but this info might be useful later on. So I respawned back in Louisville, gathered what was left of my stuff, and found that the neighbors we raided yesterday were back online because of something brother said to me when I met him.
If you leave cars in this parking lot or you kill zombies that walk close to it, it'll give people clues to know that we're here.
The car that was there before had disappeared, so I waited for the owner to come back and hopefully ambush them for anything that they had. Well, this is kind of mean. They are just way too close for comfort, and taking any guns that they had from them now would just save us from being killed later on. After killing him, it'd only be so long until he was back here to get his revenge. So with the floor still there, I built the same stairs from last time, and I was in yet again. I looted any weapons that I could find, making sure they wouldn't have anything to attack us in retaliation for the now 2 raids on them. But I do admit, looking back at this was not the right thing to do to new players like these guys obviously were, because I was doing the same thing that I was trying to stop the Cult Clan from doing. But as I was looting, they had started complaining in the chat that I had broken a rule or exploited in some way. So I got out of there. But before I could make it back home... What?
Harvest, you're gonna be issued a 24-hour ban for...
What do you mean? I built the staircase.
Was that your base?
No, but you're allowed to build outside the safe zones.
And you're not allowed to go into someone's safe zone like that. It's on the
Oh,
road.
I thought it's like I thought it's like raiding. I can give the stuff back. I didn't know it's like that. And with barely any discussion, I was now banned from the server for 24 hours, which leads us into probably the most controversial part of this video. Now, the rule that I had supposedly broken was this one, which would mean that these kind of bases were unraidable without the rope down, which on a PvP server kind of ruins the point of raiding if you can't even get to their loot without breaking a rule. But regardless, I hadn't broken that rule because I wasn't the one who built inside their safe house radius. Brother did. Now, I wasn't about to snitch him out, but I wasn't taking the fall for something I didn't do. So I sent the rule to the admin that banned me. And now it was a perm ban. After talking it out with the owner Torstein, and if you want to read the DMs, feel free to pause, I sent him the clip of me getting into their base, and he reluctantly agreed that I hadn't broken any rules, so he unbanned me for now. Now, even though I didn't break a rule, it made sense why I was banned. But why even have all these rules in the first place if this was a PvP server? It just feels like they're putting all these restrictions on raiding, making players not even want to raid in the first place with a threat of getting banned. But regardless, I was now unbanned for this server and decided to take a break for a little bit. And when I hopped back on later in the day, I was still in the same spot that the admin was talking to me in. And now I had to make my way all the way back to base. While this would take forever, this did give me the opportunity to find something that would be instrumental in something that we did later in the day. Oh shit. This wasn't just a semi-truck. It was fully loaded with items. Oh, this trailer is full of shit. Which made this feel kind of scripted, and also made me feel that the owner would just say I hacked this in or something. But after getting the semi-truck working, I spent the next 20 real-life minutes driving to base. And as I went to go stash the semi-truck in the forest, I found an ATV. Now this was the perfect vehicle for forest base hunting, making it much easier than what I was trying to do before with the sedan. So as we brought it back to base, brother fits it up, and we were off. We were gonna go back into the forest to scout for more bases. Now even though I'd been here before, I hadn't gone too far out, but this time I was committing to find exactly how far out we could go.
There's 2 men in their quad.
I feel like there's more bases this way. Before we went to look in the uncharted areas of the forest, we headed back to the base that I looted earlier to check if the owners came back online.
Does it look new?
No, it
New
looks
development?
ransacked, dude. Damn, bro, they took everything. They moved somewhere and... Okay, we're finding
Yeah.
it. We're finding them. We're finding where they moved to.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. I drove down here before I met you and was looking. I didn't see anything.
Nah, I think you gotta commit, though. You gotta commit.
Commit to the bit.
Yeah. Once you commit, you'll find, like, anything. Okay, see? Look, once you commit...
Yeah, this is the end of the map, I think. I drove out here the other day. Yeah, I think I didn't keep going, though, because it kind of just ends.
What is the end? You know, we're gonna find.
I never found it. I got tired of seeing nothing on the map.
Pretty much like Christopher Columbus, we kept heading into the unknown, determined to find what lies at the edge of the world.
We're just gonna drive into the flat Earth.
Bro, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a base. I'm probably not on the edge, but I'll go diagonal then. Oh, see, bro,
What is this?
bro, see,
Hey, watch out, dude. There's gonna be stakes in the ground. What the fuck is
see.
this? What is this?
I'm telling you, dude, commit. Okay. Be careful. Do not die to the spikes.
What is
Get
this?
your gun. Get your gun out. Get your gun out. Bro, it's them. It's them. Bro, what the? This is definitely them. This is 100% them. Come in here, bro. Did it. This is it.
This is so dumb. How is
Bro,
their face so big?
what were you saying? Through some sort of miracle, we had found the Cult Clan's base, or at least thought we did, but didn't know for sure yet. Now, you could say that I was hacking or this was scripted, but just check this map out for a second. You see that? It was literally there the whole time on map.projectzomboid.com. So we could have found them a lot faster if we had just opened our eyes. But it was time to figure out how to get into this place because the vehicle blocking the entrance was claimed, meaning that you couldn't get into it.
Alright, what do we do here? We gotta go back and get a sledgehammer.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
what do you want to... Oh, wait, we got sledgehammers right here. These guys
they
are so
broken?
dumb.
No, they're not. They're not broken. Oh, I can hit this window.
What is with this? This is taking forever. This is like the hardest door I've ever seen.
So BS that you can just block with a car, dude.
Yeah, that is... I don't know how that is, though, because I can't get in that car.
Yeah, it's like safe zone. Oh, wait, no, we can just push it, right? Yeah, we could definitely just push
well,
it.
let me get this thing up there and see. Yeah, we can push it.
Oh, let's go, dude. Push that shit.
Can you get through?
Yeah, it's going to go. Okay, keep going.
Can you walk in? No.
No, keep going. We need to like leave something or leave a note
Oh yeah,
or
a
something.
boombox playing.
Let me try it. Oh, come on. Okay, be careful.
Yeah, look for traps, dude. Dude, they've killed me in like every one of these cars.
What is this? Seems so scripted. Oh
well,
my
I
God.
think the moderator is on their team too. So.
When we checked the tables, they had the best guns in the game on them. But that was only the start. Bro, there's so much. Come here. No, come here. You can't see it. Like, look at all these crates. There's so many crates. There's like all the guns on the server, dude. These guys were absolutely loaded, having more guns and ammo than we had collected in our 5 days on the server. But the only question is, who were these guys?
Here's Strudel's book. I just found his book.
Strudel?
Yeah, that's Strudel's book, bro. It's fucking book.
With that info, we knew for sure that this was the Cult Clan and had to get all this stuff out of here as fast as we could, because if we didn't, they'd eventually come online and easily stop us with their maxed out skills. So I grabbed their biggest unclaimed truck and loaded everything that I could, with the only thing stopping me being the weight limit of the truck, and we drove all the way back to base in the grass, which took an absurd amount of time, but eventually I had made it back home. I stashed the truck in a nearby construction yard and went to go grab that same semi-truck from before. I also picked someone up that you might be familiar with. This is Vagrant, the solo who was a victim of the cult clan who was interested to see what their base looked like, and he wanted to take a few things for himself. So we headed all the way back, in the grass again, and we were back to do another run. Now, as I said near the start of the video, these guys had the most hours played on the server, so they were online a lot, and I didn't know if they'd get back on soon and try and stop us. So we looted everything that we could. All their decked out clothes, armor, their valuable books, literally everything that we could find. But there was something that I needed to take care of before I left their base for the last time. So Brother and Vagrant left in the semi-truck while I took away the one thing that they valued the most, their green armored Challenger. While it is claimed, meaning that I can't drive it or dismantle the parts, I can hide it in the forest. So that's what I did, making sure that these guys won't be able to kill any new players using this overpowered car. But I didn't only take the green armored Challenger. I took every armored Challenger that they had and hid them as best as I could all over the forest. Then I took the only unclaimed Challenger that they had and headed home with basically the rest of their loot. But this wasn't my last run home. No, I had gotten greedy. I went back there one last time to make sure I hadn't missed anything. And it turns out we had left a truckload of guns and other essentials. But while I was distracted trying to destroy the rest of their cars, Viper was now online, and I had somehow survived direct fire from him. But now I had awoken the beast. He was on the server and knew for sure that I was the one who raided him. This was a huge problem because his brother said one of the moderators were friends with the cult clan. And so Viper could report us for hacking to find their base or something that would just make the staff team act in his favor. Or he could just raid our base somehow and get all of his stuff back. So now it was a race against the clock to get everything out of here and give all of Viper's stuff back to all the people it belonged to. The new players on the server that him and his clan have killed throughout this entire wipe. I started with the truck that I escaped with, loading up bags full of the cult clan's guns, armor, and any other essentials and hid them all throughout Louisville, with the hope that any new player looting these stores would get an easy start. After that was done, I then coordinated with newer groups on the server to get them each a truckload of items, taking from the gun floor that I started at the beginning of this wipe. But it was worth it undoing all the harm that the cult clan has done to this server. Bro, this thing is full.
Viper was at the checkpoint.
Oh shit, he's trying to like stop me from going out. But yeah, bro, there's so much stuff in here. If you want any more stuff, just let me know. Well, I didn't have a history with that guy. The next group that I gave loot to definitely deserved it coming from us. Oh, what's up? This is Frank, the same group that we raided twice, and I got banned for raiding that one time. Okay, here. I'll drop it. Sorry for messing with you, dude. I didn't mean to piss you guys off. I mean, this is a PvP server, but let's hope this makes up for it. With that loose end tied up, it was time to get out my biggest shipment yet. I took everything that I could, fully dismantling our gun floor and taking everything that would be of value to the group that this would be going to. And with the base mostly empty and the cult clan still nowhere to be seen, I began the long trek to this group's base, which being all the way across the map would give me time to reminisce upon what felt like a short but sweet 50 hours on this PvP server. Oh.
That guy Viper and Strudel, they're on all the time and they'll come kill your ass.
This clan was dangerous and would be a huge part of the story later on. And that was HarvestZ. Try and do one of the hardest things we could do for the sake of all the new players on this server. Find and raid the cult clan's base. Oh, see? See? Come in here, bro. This is it. We did it.
If you're talking off sense, then you'll lose your mind.
Hey there.
What's up? When I got to the drop-off point 40 minutes later, I handed him all the loot that I had left on me, and he killed me so I could respawn back at base. But I would never return back to base because someone on the server did something that I hadn't expected him to do. Why am I banned? I was banned from the server for a second time. When I properly made a ticket in their Discord and tried to reason with them, the owner Torstein said I had hacked and drove claimed cars into the forest. When I showed him the clip of me obviously not hacking, he still didn't believe me. And then the head admin Fukano accused me of ESPing to find their base. At this point, I was done, as I told him here. From the start, I wanted to promote this server because it was fun for the majority of the time that I was playing on here. But with the stupid rating rules and the power tripping admins, it made it not a good server to be on. Which is why I'm announcing that in conjunction with Mr. Brawler, we are creating our own Project Zomboid PVP server. It'll have custom plugins, non-playing admins, and a staff team that won't power trip as hard as these guys obviously did. If you want to play on the server, join the Discord in the link in the description. I'm gonna try and record some content like this video on there when the server launches for the first time relatively soon. Oh, and if you're wondering what happened to the Cult Clan after I was banned, I told every group leader on the server their base location, and they handled the rest from there.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought